Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Eileen. I have a little announcement. This is going to be a really quick video, and it's actually just an open challenge. There's no sending anything in the mail. It's just if you're willing to create it, let's have fun with it, get creative, and use the hashtag. Okay, so first things first, the name of it is the Old School Junk Journal Challenge, and we're going to use the hashtag OSJJ. Okay, this challenge ends November 15th, so you got to post a video and share, or with some exceptions, if you only do Instagram, you could use the hashtag OSJJ on Instagram also, and that will make it easy to find. Now, the idea is, it's like an old school brag book is what Stace had mentioned, but Old School Junk Journal, we were talking about this on our Sunday Live, well, on my channel with some of the girls in the chat. These are a few of them: Jenny, Gina, Supnet, and Scrapinology, and Stace. She is an unwilling participant. I totally just put her name in there. So Jenny is Crafty Hilo Girl, and G2 is Gina Supnet on YouTube and Instagram, or G-Dog on Instagram. But either way, because she only does Instagram, I'm allowing her to share it just using the hashtag OSJJ. But it's for anyone. Anyone who's willing to create this is allowed to or able to share with us on YouTube and on Instagram. We were just chatting away on Sunday, and Gina came up and had a comment where back in the day she was she's like using a gift wrappers for her scrapbooking, and I was like, oh my god, just wait a minute. And I came back and I showed them this. This is from high school. Yeah, I am a class of 1992. We graduate 1992. And this is the initials for my high school. But this right here is little nicknames that my friend group had for each other. And yeah, so as you can see here, I just used regular printer paper, but I cut every single piece of this out of magazines, and especially this one. I can't even remember where I found 92, but I did. I found it and I cut it out, and it became the cover for my little album, is what it was to me. I was just scrapping pieces from magazines and stuff. So we came up with this idea. You come out and you create your own little brag book, junk journal style. It don't matter what it is, but there are a few requirements. There are no dyes allowed, no cutting machines allowed. You can use your computer to pull up images, because apparently everyone's like, well, what if we don't have magazines and da da da? And I'm like, okay, use the computer, find your images, cut it out, but you have to use your own scissors. You can't use the cutting machines, like I said. Fussy cut everything. And let me just show you the examples of what I came up with. This little name tag right here came off of a balloon, a birthday balloon. It's actually from my Sweet 16. So I cut out the balloon, the foil balloon, and I put it in here for my cover page. And everything else is from magazines. Even this down here, this little nickname down here is from a magazine cutout. It was a surfing magazine. Cut out all the letters and created my word. So there lies your creativity, you know. Don't mind the pictures. The other part was we were going to use our photos and create collages. You don't have to use your real photos. You could probably use images from your magazines that represent you, like what characters you liked, what singers you liked back then. what what was your favorite movie back in the day. I told them, use your decade for your high school decade, whatever. Use that as your example. But like, see, you could get really creative. Like, these are all individual letters cut from a magazine, and I just, you know, staircase the letters like that. So I just, you know, trying to go off of what Gina Scrapinology was talking about. My whole album is cut out, fussy cut from all kinds of different magazines, even from newspaper flyers back in the day. So yeah, this was I think this was an insurance advertisement, and I cut it out because this is what I was about back in high school. ROTC. We were in ROTC in drill and ceremonies competitions, and my sis Norla, where is she? Right here. She got me into ROTC, and from there, that was me right there. It just took off, and I fell in love with ROTC, and I joined the Army, and that's where my whole story began, with the love of the military. But yeah, we've gone to San Diego. We were in yearbooks. Look, there's my Color Me Bad. December 31st on Guam. Oh my God, $20. Can you believe it? It's standing room only. It was a baseball field. Concert was on the stage, and there were no chairs. You just fill the stadium. You get your spot wherever you land, and that's it. This is a picture of a gigantic picture frame, and I just collaged a bunch of pictures of myself and my cousins and my sisters, and yeah. And so yeah, this was a school assignment. But anyway, do whatever your heart desires in these little junk journals. This is the little New Year's headband, and I kept mine from this year. Happy New Year 1992. And I put it in our album. And yeah, so use your creativity. These are the requirements. You could use a notebook, a spiral notebook. You can use, you know, a note, what are those called? Notepads from Dollar Tree, whatever. Get creative with it. The minimum of 5 pages. You could do more, but I picked 5 because it was a little easy, and you're just pulling images to represent you. So, you know, I thought that would be a good minimum, right? The other thing is you're required to use, there has to be some duct tape involved. There has to be some Scotch tape used. The ransom letters are basically the cut apart, you know, the alphabets, or the alphas cut out of magazines. But I kept telling them there is a whole sticker book of ransom letters that you can find on Instagram or on Amazon. So yeah, that falls under the junk journal category of crafters. You you have to use school glue. Can't use the barely art. It's got to use the school glue. My goodness. Throw in some glitter, you know, some stickers, you know, the Scholastic stickers if you got them. And then talk about something from your high school years. Something, like I said, what was the favorite band going through high school, right? Let's see. We had I had New Kids on the Block on the mind. I had Bon Jovi on my mind. I had all kinds, guys, and that's just to name a few, right? There's just so many. You could talk about what you did in high school. Pull a picture from Google and fussy cut it out and say this, what you did when you were in high school, right? So I had a few. I had ROTC. I was in computer club. I was in yearbook committee. I was one of the photographers for yearbook committee. It goes on and on and on. But those were the few things. I played band in high school, but that was only like freshman year. You could use yearbook photos. You know what I mean? Like So many things that you could do. I don't have my yearbook anymore, but a few of my friends in high school that kept their yearbooks, they did share pages from the yearbook. So I might pull that out and, you know, shrink it down a little and share it in my little junk journal. Yeah, brag book. And you must fussy cut. Don't use cutting. Like I said, don't use cutting machines. Don't use dies. If you're going to cut out a shape, you got to freehand that. No fair using advanced technologies, basically. So let's go and see. Okay, so repeat. Old School Junk Journal Challenge. The due date is November 15th of this year. Gina, G2, this year. And please use the hashtag in your description box or in your title. You can always put this in the title. This will make it easier for us to find the videos or the pictures, Gina. If you're sharing on Instagram, it'll make it a whole lot easier to share and for us to find. Hashtag OSJJ. There you go. I'm not even going to put a year. We're just going to go with that. That's it. So if you're interested in joining, go ahead, start creating, use whatever supplies you have, and share OSJJ. And I hope to see what you guys come up with. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I had just finished the swap for Tony, and I added the handmade paper Rubik's Cube. Yep, guys, I made this from an image on Google, downloaded it, printed it, covered it in my sticker paper, and created this, added a little jingle bell inside. And I might throw that in on my junk journal. So super fun. I hope you guys could join, and I'll see you all next time.